Hello, how are you doing? Are you okay? Are you breathing? Would you like an update? Okay, updating now. Hello, welcome to your new mandated Gintama review. Today, it is the popularity poll arc. Let us begin. Imagine this, an entire arc based around a real popularity poll that happened in Japan, which the characters are self-aware of. That is this exactly. We're getting to meta levels that should not be possible, but they are because it's Shachi. I probably won't have too much to say here, and I'm not even scripting this one. Let's run that intro. You know, if there was any point where a what the fuck was warranted, I think this takes the cake. I mean, Shachi must have been smoking that good shit coming up with this insane plotline. Like I said in the intro, a character poll, yet everyone is aware of the character poll happening and the results. And they're not happy. Hell, the results are literally above everyone's heads. That alone just throws every bit of logic and coherence out the window. With just this tiny little sight gag, you know exactly what you're in for when at the very same time you don't know what the hell is going to happen after this. Never let them know your next move was Shachi's slogan in this arc, and I think it paid off very well. But it did have its fall drawbacks as well. Why is it in autumn? I don't know. For a basic rundown, or synopsis I suppose, Shinpachi is down in the dumps because he's upset about his 8th place ranking, which honestly, 8th place, I know you're a main character, Shinpachi, but 8th place, that is not bad at all. You know who's below you? Frickin' Tsukuyo. Frickin' Kamui. Those guys are below you. The basic glasses dude. Shinpachi, you did fine. He's upset about his 8th place ranking, which hadn't moved an inch since the last popularity poll. Actually, let's talk about that. I made a top 10 Gintama characters before I really started the Gintama Arc Review series, and I, coincidentally,
Number 8, Shinpachi Shimura.
No, that wasn't planned at all. I completely forgot. My memory was wiped at that point of this arc. It was just so funny. I don't know how I managed that, but I guess he's just fated to be 8th no matter what. Speaking of, there were 4 more polls done after this arc, 3 of which he got 8th, 1 of which he got 7th. I've never met a more 8th place character in my life than Shinpachi. Right off the bat, we're greeted with some fantastic visual gags where the animators cheekily, instead of actually animating the character, simply move the ranking placements above their heads to symbolize them moving. Simple, creative, fun. Love it. Shinpachi and Yamazaki, both the straight men of their respective factions, come together to cope with their placements together, where the two come to the realization they'll never be first no matter how hard they tried. Yamazaki had thought he accepted this long ago, but deep down the dream is still there. And so, 9th place ran away from his comrade in a tear-filled journey. Only he didn't get far. He literally ran 5 seconds away before being molested? What? But in 5 seconds? His pants are down. Why are his pants down? What happened? What is going on? And his rank goes down. So we're basically, here we're introduced to the mechanic. If your clothes are around, your rank will be sound. If you are naked, you will be hated. Put it on a t-shirt. Put it on a t-shirt. Don't put it on a t-shirt. This at least works for the guys. Actually, that makes me think though. Honestly, forget, did Hijikata get pantsed? Because I feel like that would make his rank go up. Do you know how many fan fictions there are of Hijikata? Hijikata and Gintoki have so many fan fictions, so much smut together. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Yeah. Anyway, Tai literally jumps through this freaking screen and kills Shachi because she doesn't like other female characters being introduced to take up her screen time, Tsukuyo, leading to the corruption of the anime. What I mean here is that it forces it to bleed into other genres and art styles, most notably being a Fist of the North Star parody, and then with the most amazing intro joke yet, boys, they made an MS Paint opening! What? Gintama isn't real, bro. Gintama is not real. That's so good. I love it. Anyway, basically the whole town turns into zombies trying to sexually assault each other. Wow, in retrospect, that's weird. That is what they were doing, right? They weren't just trying to kill him. I think they were just trying to sexually assault them. Okay. It's like the plot of a hentai all of a sudden. Later on, everyone's fates realign at a hotel where the insanity meter is still far broken. We've got Hasegawa strung up in some bondage play, everyone attempting to pants each other and expose them, Tai's group, who made up Diamond Perfume, a pseudo-idol group to climb the ranks as a solid unit, whom eventually infect Kagura and Kondo, whose grossness leads into the joke of Sogo attempting to make him look worse with random attire and Kagura matching them perfectly to counter Sogo. Honestly, I wish this part went on for longer. This concept is hilarious. No other anime can match this amount of controlled chaos. It is bonkers that Sorachi and Sunrise are able to manage this without it being overbearing and reaching the point of random for the sake of random. Most of the jokes here are, as per usual, part of larger multi-layer jokes that are all happening at once. If anything, this arc really solidified my opinion on Sachan, because the only time I was bored was when she was talking on screen. Most of her screen time, she's just ranting, screeching, and talking over other characters, so whenever she had some lines, it resulted in me giving a 100-yard stare and a lack of reaction from my buddies watching as well. The chaos ensued until climaxing in Gintoki and Shinpachi noticing their rank suddenly declining, as was everyone else's, because, to quote, "We displayed our ugly conflict for the past 3 weeks. The viewers, the gods, punished us for our sins." Which, for one, them even mentioning this is so stupid and meta. And for two, actually brings up some very interesting information that I really want to delve into in another video, theory crafting what the hell the Gintama characters are. I want to come up with some pseudo way I can make them breaking the fourth wall so consistently makes sense, right? Okay. Anyway, that's for a different video. At the end, over Yamazaki's monologue, we bear witness to the scum that is humanity. Because of a silly poll, all of Edo was fighting amongst one another, losing a grip of what they should truly be cherishing. Every one of these people, Shinpachi and Yamazaki included, are stepping stones for the flowers to blossom. After all, without dirt, they could never bloom to become who they are today. Actually, we could look at this from an ironic perspective as well, because if you think about it, the background characters who are fighting right now are stepping stones for Yamazaki and Shinpachi already. To the background characters, Shinpachi and Yamazaki are flowers. They are in the top 10. You are just a random average Joe who's 500th place, right? At last, appreciating and acknowledging their stepping stones, the rest of the cast toss Yamazaki and Shinpachi into the air, who now share the #1 spot together. Only I say this again, the rest of the cast, the rest of the Gintama cast, toss the 2 #1 spots into the air. Yeah, they're going off the edge. Leading into, of course, the final punchline, landing perfectly, only cementing Yamazaki's thoughts on how scummy humans truly can be. It's pretty much your standard Gintama craziness, just amped up to 11 and on crack. That's pretty much how I can explain this arc. So if I were to rank this arc, hey, me again, Naruto shirt version of Kev, I changed my mind from when I initially reviewed this, because I'll tell you what it was a 7 when I initially reviewed this, but upon like reviewing it, I realized this arc has a very few amount of flaws, and certainly not enough to warrant a 7. So, I'm moving it up all the way to a 9. Where does it rank, though, compared to the other 9s? Well, I think it's the strongest 9 so far. So it'll be kicking Fuyo out of that 9th spot and taking it for its own. Have a good day, everyone. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Subscribe if you are not already, and you know what? Don't subscribe if you don't want to. Everyone, one more thing. Oh, I almost forgot to say my new catchphrase. Stay trash. Peace.